Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from our comfy couch here in the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon Reviews for February 3rd, 2024, with your host, Peacemaker2448, and Ramp It Up Salon.
Hi.
It's more Saber. Hooray.
Yay.
We're so close to the final form debut, but we still have 2 more episodes before it happens.
And a random, what I'm going to assume is a one-off form.
Oh, what?
Or whatever they want to call that today.
Oh, Solomon?
Emotional dragon.
Oh, you mean the thing from the movie?
Yeah, the one-off. Also,
I love that
I love that we have not one, but 2 antagonistic riders that are just Saber suit repaints.
To be fair, Solomon is not a Saber repaint.
It's the same helmet.
I know, but the rest of the suit is Kashin from Geo. I'm sure you do not remember that at all.
No.
1 second. This guy who was in exactly like 2 episodes and then was a goon suit for the rest of the time.
Yeah, no.
Fair. Yeah, it's more Saber. But I guess in good news, we can talk about Gotchard if you want, if you're caught up.
I might be?
I was about to say, yes, I am. Because I seen 20. If you're up to 20, you're caught up.
Okay, well then yes, I'm caught up.
So how do you like Valverid, the culmination of his doing a bad job?
I mean, there's been worse attempts at this. So
he tries. He's just very bad at it.
I feel like it at least is kind of holding true to what we've seen in the show so far. Because it's not really been a case of, oh, once they've fused, then they just completely go berserk. And it's a case of that's still holding true here. It's not a case of they just made him just go berserk for no reason. No, he still has a point. He still is fully aware of what he's doing.
He's just very upset about it.
Yeah.
And is more than willing to punch everybody involved.
He's pretty much Knuckles.
You know what? You're right. He is Knuckles.
Angry, doesn't understand what's going on, and is just gonna punch his way out of it. Yeah, pretty much.
Which should make Gotchard Sonic.
Yep.
But I don't know what that makes Majid, because I'm like, she's not Amy, at least not 90% of the Amy's we've ever gotten. And she's not Rouge.
She's been the by the book character the whole way through. She's our Tails parallel.
Fuck yeah, you're right. She is just Tails. Let's see, smarter than everybody in the show put together. Buy the book. Probably more powerful than everyone else if given the chance. Yeah, oh yeah, she is Tails.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Which, oh god, that means Daybreak is silver. I mean, not really. We only got the time travel nonsense, and that's about it.
Probably more akin to Blaze, actually.
Yeah, yeah. The only difference there is Blaze is an alternate universe.
Which
Daybreak
we've now established that.
Yeah, because
we're on a different path.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, that works since, Blaze has her own, thing that's not the Chaos Emeralds, but is the Chaos Emeralds, and has her own super mode that's just not the normal super mode. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make Dread's Shadow at this point?
Probably, actually.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that makes Dread Shadow.
Yeah. That would kind of line up.
Because the only other thing would be he's technically Metal Sonic, but I feel like he's going to end up being more Shadow. Unless, well, he is supposed to get different forms eventually, but we haven't seen that yet. So that should make him Metal Sonic in reality.
Depends. How often have we really seen different forms for a villain rider?
Evolve's like the only thing. Evolve's the only thing that's coming to mind, to be honest.
It's one of those. I feel like that is far less than anything else.
He's supposed to have 3 forms, because he's supposed to have his current form. Then he's supposed to have another form using, I think it's unicorn or sun. No. Essentially, he's supposed to use one for each of the other riders.
Not to mention, we're kind of catching hints that if we don't change ownership of who is Dread, then we kind of already have a potential redemption working.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on how that plays.
Mm-hmm. Which just leaves us Legend. And I have no idea what Legend would be this story.
I mean, that one's yet to be determined.
I almost want to say he's one of the fucking snowboarding bird guy from the Sonic Freerider stuff, just because he's main character, but he's main character in his own fucking thing.
I mean, could also be the actual Silver kind of deal.
I don't want to throw him the Silver. He's not. Well, no. That might be right. I don't know why this fits so well.
It's more than likely what it is they've at least drawn some inspiration there. And the character tropes just kind of lined up that way.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't a full-on intentional, but it definitely is at least visible that was thought about, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I'll admit some of those are probably stretching a little bit, but yeah, our main three definitely not.
But at least Gotchard continues to be good, and I am enjoying that. Thankfully. I am happy to have a good writer show. Because I
feel like it probably is gonna be one of them that I don't necessarily hate, but I hate the way that we had such a slow start.
Yeah.
It's one of those, I feel like it's going to be, I don't hate it overall, but I kind of hate that it took us a little too long to get the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm. But I've had the terrible idea of, I only have 2 Heisei writers I have not ranked in my tier list at this point. Unfortunately, both of them are written by Inoue. It's Fies and Kiva. And I'm just, because Fies has its like 20 years after V Cinema thing, like this weekend, I'm like, you know what? Give Fives a straight shot. If it ends up being blech by the time, if I quit the show early, I quit the show early and it goes in the dumpster and I don't care. It'll just go at the top of the dumpster. But like, I want to get those 2 rated because it's like the rest of it's show us stuff. But I want to get those 2 placed so I have the whole Heisei era placed somewhere in my tier list. But I guess anything else about Gotchard?
No.
All right, then. Saber for the week. 33 through 36.
Yay.
We're farther than I thought we would ever make it in this show.
Fair. Granted, my bar was low.
And mine was also not high. Not
Probably higher than mine. Seeing as how I walked out of the show on episode 6 initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting us to get to even 20 kind of deal. The show, I swear, and I said it in the pre-show, but I'll say it again here. The show has found a way to rotate on which character I hate at the moment. And it's not good when it's supposed to be one of your main characters.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Kento have to be this stupid? Why?
I don't know. I don't know why Kiriyami needs to have this predictive power, and why it seems like only Kento has it, because it didn't seem like his dad had it. I think. Because, like, if his dad had it, why didn't he know he was getting betrayed by Master Logos?
Yeah?
Unless he knew and he did it anyway.
To try to play into it to catch him?
Or to, like, make Toma end up being Saber, which would eventually fix things. But then why doesn't Kento see that future that his dad saw, if that's the case?
Yeah. And you know, I've kind of gotten to really start hating that part of it too. Because every major thing that has happened in like the last how long he's been back?
About a half dozen episodes or so.
But it's always been proven wrong. It's almost like the show is trying to slap everyone in the face with this future he's seeing is corrupt because, you know, Sword of Shadows. It's like, duh. Of course this is going to be wrong. Whole world go psst is not going to happen. I don't understand why we have to keep every episode having either Kento talking about how this isn't going to work, that it's never going to solve anything, or we get to see that one reused footage of the Earth disintegrating. We don't need that every episode. And it's really getting on my nerves.
Yeah. Yeah, I said it on the pre-show as well. I have watched this week's episodes. I have taken notes on this week's episodes. I feel like I have not really watched these episodes because I don't know. I think some part of me was just checked out for parts of it. So it's like, up, Kento's doing his brooding thing. Up, Ren's doing his hanging out with his ass thing. Up, this plot's happening. Okay.
What's bad is if you remove the whatever the heck they're doing with Ren. Because I don't even think they know what they're doing right now.
Neither do I.
If they remove that, Doomsday Kento,
sounds about right,
and the random name screaming, we would probably have a fairly decent batch right here. Because I feel like if you could overlook those three things, this isn't that bad. It's just that, you know, out of 4 episodes, when those 3 things make up an entire episode worth of content, that's a problem.
Yeah. Talk about a pet peeve of mine that has developed because of an entire show has developed and made me have a pet peeve of mine. 2 characters screaming each other's names back and forth for several minutes. Oh, that drives me up the wall. That makes me want to throttle all parties involved and tell them both to shut up. I get it. You want help. That's not helping. Shut up. Like, fuck. There are shows that do that so much better, and they only need to say each other's names once, fucking once, or not at all, and just let the moment speak for itself. No, you gotta have Toma and Luna yelling each other's names over and over and over because how else will I care about this? Whatever this is. What even are they?
Good question. Next question. Because, Jesus, the show is not even going anywhere with that either.
Yeah, and there's we'll talk about it when we get to the episode that mentions it, because I'm like, wait a minute, but what about... Anyway, shall we start the recaps?
I guess so.
33. Still the future can change. More Kento and the Reika stuff with like Reika checking in with Master Logos and Kento being Kento. I don't care.
Oh, that was the other thing that I meant to mention.
All the Reika stuff.
That completely went downhill as soon as her brother appeared.
Way to take a cool character and make them not cool anymore. Good job, show. Good job. Yuri fills in on the team about Tassel, whose actual name is Victor, because he has to have another name. I love how everyone is very confused by all of this because Yuri doesn't really explain anything. He just tells them stuff, and just that's the end of it. Thanks, Yuri. Way to be a team player.
Okay. This is like the only time that I will defend Yuri for doing something stupid like this. Toma could explain it.
True.
This is the one time that he could explain it and still doesn't.
Isn't Toma even confused about all this too?
The name part of it, at least.
Oh, okay. Because I was just like, Toma, you have literally met this man. Why are you confused about this? Stop it. Then we check in with Reika, who talks to her brother, who's upset about Casey got smacked around last episode. Or a couple episodes ago. I don't remember. She's worried about Master Logos being like a real bad guy. And it's like, are we doing the right thing? And he's like, shut up and follow orders. I don't care. I love how Reika has the start of trying to be, a redemption arc here. And then it gets ejected because no, it's technically her brother's redemption arc. She just is tagging along. Thanks, show.
Yep.
Don't think I didn't notice that now. Ren and his ass continue to hang out and do stuff like eat noodles in random parts of town. Toma meets up with Kento to try to win him back with food because that'll work, I guess. We haven't tried that one yet.
Because that'll work, and he hasn't ate in God knows how many episodes.
Probably. This is when we find out that Sophia is apparently a copy of Luna that the Sword of Logos made for reasons. I don't remember what the reasons are.
I think it was literally just to try to replicate her.
Oh.
Is what they said.
Cool.
I don't actually think there was any other reasons.
Neat. So it's entirely pointless.
Yeah, because if they didn't have all the books and swords together, then it still would have done nothing.
Okay. This is when Master Logos shows up, and then he fights the two of them, untransformed. Just swinging around the prop swords, which I give them credit for. It's like, I'm going to wield fuck, what was it? I think it's like Kento's. No, is it Kento's old sword? I know he's wielding around Bustard's sword as one of them. I just forget what the other one is.
I think it is Kento's.
Oh, okay. Like, it feels unnecessary for him to wield Busters. I would think it'd be better if he's wielding like slashes, so like he has a long sword and a short sword, and like that'd be better for choreography. But no, wield the Buster sword one-handed. That'll show how much of a badass you are, I guess.
I mean, we've got to keep using that prop, and that's been forever since we've seen it last, so.
That version of the prop, not the floppy one. The full one. Because I don't think they ever swap it out for the floppy one.
Probably not.
Also, while this is happening, Reika fights Rin and actually like kicks his ass and tilts his ass. Is like, I want to fight you too. And then the two of them fight her, and she falls back onto her brother's tactic of teleport behind them. And this ass sees through this and just keeps bopping her in the head. And she's like, how do you keep seeing what I'm going to do? And it's like, love.
You're literally moving behind him.
Love. Stop acting like your brother. You have fucking mechanical spider legs that shoot like webs and shots and like mechanical butterfly wings that let you fly. You clearly have more tricks in your arsenal than your brother fucking does.
Or at least you have a better understanding of your rider form.
Yes, fucking use them. I know they consume the budget, but you are a better fighter than him. Period. I don't care. But our guys fight Logos to a standstill because he upsets Kento because he's like, oh, by the way, I used your dad to like cause things to happen back then and cause Luna to get pulled into the whatever place she is, and that upsets him.
The little pocket war area that she's in.
Yep. The
'Cause
void.
it is literally nowhere.
Yep. She's in the void.
She is in the other closet.
Oh my god. Oh. Why are these two characters stuck in closets for extended periods of the show? I didn't realize that until you said it. Good fucking lord. Oh. Show, you find new and interesting ways to make me just want to put you in the dumpster. That is dumpster nonsense.
I mean, I get it. It's the classic damsel in distress kind of concept.
I can understand
But
small
really?
child. Like, I can understand small child because they legally are not allowed to film more than X amount of time with small child. That is a legal thing they have to work with. But also, why is Sophia stuck in the closet for several dozen episodes?
I mean, maybe she was in something else.
I have no idea. Anyway, but during this standstill with Master Logos, they pop open a hole into the void, and there's Luna, and then Toma tries to get Luna, and it doesn't work, even though he's like 2 feet from her.
Yep. And don't worry. For those thinking that he might get it the next time, he doesn't.
No,
And he's even closer.
Yep, he just screams her name, and she screams his name for several dozen times over the course of these 3 episodes, and I want to kill them both. I cannot understate the fact. That pisses me off.
Also, shout outs to the fact that not once, but twice, he was within feet to inches of being able to grab her hand. Just for when she finally comes out of the pocket closet, she just walks out on her own.
Yep. Good job, guys.
Meaning that the last 2 were completely pointless.
Good job. Let's see. Disaster beats up Reka, and she fucks off. Or no. Disaster beats up Reka, and then gets beat up. Then gets like knocked out because he has to defend Ren. Then Rentaro shows up and beats her up, and then she fucks off. And later, Disaster shows back up with Ren, and Ren's like, I'm gonna let you follow me and learn from you to be better, and then I will murder you. All right. Team, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want, I guess.
Team Noodles.
The team, all our development in progress is in side content, I think. Literally.
No, it's Team Noodles. Because all they do is sit around and eat.
You're right. Because Soto actually made a bowl of noodles to put with your disaster figure. So you're right. They are just Team Noodles.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, Storius is making his own Sophia because reasons. Storius hasn't been around for several episodes.
Well, I mean, when his goons, Tweedle 1 and Tweedle 2, got boomed, of course he's not around anymore.
Yeah, he's got no one to throw at our riders.
And he's got no one to yell at without yelling.
Yep.
Because I love that most of the conversations is exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Which takes us to episode 34. Wake up, immortal swordsman. Buster's back from being dead-ish from like an episode ago. Kento continues to brood. The siblings are tasked by Master Logos to get Luna. And that's when Master Locus is like, I need another minion. I'm going to pull the movie villain out of the book. And here's blocked. You know, Falchion from the Saber movie that we talked about like a millennia ago when we did the 01 movie. You remember that?
Nope.
Fair, because it's like a half hour long and it's not really a movie.
I was sitting there thinking, okay, I feel like I know this one. I don't know this one. That's how forgettable that was.
He showed up. He tried to blow up the world. Our writers fought a bunch of minions. Toma fought him, lost, then got Emotional Dragon, and then beat him, and then he got put in the book. That's the extent of that movie.
So, generic writer plot.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense why I didn't remember him.
It is, like I said, it is a 30-minute long movie. It's not really a movie. It is a nice little, like, here's a warm-up appetizer before you watch the real movie that is the 01 movie.
I mean, it technically would be an episode.
Yeah.
Especially since you know the episode references it now.
Yep. Because, by the way, those movies were double billed together. When you went and saw the 01 movie, you got the Saber movie as well. And they played the Saber movie before they played the 01 movie.
Well, duh, because that's the only way people were going to stay.
Anyway, let's see. Yuri and Toma decide to fight to try to open the hole again to get to Luna, but then Bach shows up and they fight, and then the hole gets open again, and then they try to get her, and she doesn't come out, and then it's gone. Reika also sees all this because Reika's just nearby. Because she accomplishes more than her brother. Like, think about that for a second. What has her brother accomplished since showing up?
I mean, he managed to let Toma get that weird magic plot convenient ability to see that he was actually just walking behind people.
Right, but what has he done in the goals of Master Logos? Reika's the one that's stolen everybody's shit.
Exactly what I just said. Because Master Logos isn't really trying to get rid of Toma, but to build him up. So.
True. Like Durandal has done nothing. He has accomplished nothing. He fucking has Rentro beat this episode, could steal his shit with time powers, and doesn't. Meanwhile, Reika's stolen fucking everything.
Yep.
She's actually done her job.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that till just now, and I'm like, wow, Durandal, you are fucking worse than I thought you were. You are a waste of a fucking character. Yep. Again. Good lord. And he's like, oh, Reika, you should follow orders. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking, she's doing her job better than you, dipshit. I am unnecessarily mad about this fucker for no reason.
Yeah, a little bit, but
anyway, Yuri gives us Bach's backstory where he was a swordsman of the past, but then his family got murdered by another swordsman for reasons. I don't think they ever said why.
I mean, probably not.
And that's why he hates humanity and became what he is. Anywho, Rentaro and Durandal fight for a bit, and then Bach interrupts and he takes out Rentaro. And then Durandal's like, I'm not fighting him, bye, and fucks off. Good job there, Durandal. You're really showing how powerful your time stop ability is when you can't fight a guy with it. Yuri and Toma show up, and then Kento shows up, and now it's a 2v2 essentially. And then Yuri takes a shot for Toma from Kento and Fox. And so he goes down, and he's not sealed, but I guess he's unconscious for like the next episode or so.
Well, I mean, he does get stolen.
Yeah. But like, he physically goes back into the sword. But he doesn't like wake up until like after everything in the next episode. So I guess he was unconscious. If that's a thing that can happen to him.
I mean, probably.
But Rentro wakes up. Him and Toma, I think, fight off Box, and Kento fucks off. And then, like, technically this is the start of the next episode, but Luna shows back up and walks out of the portal, but then Reika takes her, and good job, guys. Good job. Way to protect the one person you've been trying to look for the 2 episodes.
No. For the entire show.
Sure, Toma has. How many times does he remember that she exists?
That's beside the point.
But that's the episode. How do you feel halfway through?
Meh.
Sounds about right.
I still stand by the whole, you take out the problems and there's actually a somewhat decent story trying to be told here. It's just everything else is just making it meh. Because I swear, and I've done this like the last 2 or 3 times too. I'll get through the entire batch and actually be wanting to try to watch more. But it's not because I'm wanting to see where we're going next. It's because I'm wanting to see if we go where we're supposed to be going next.
You need to see if we are actually following the GPS.
I'm gonna wind up getting to the last batch and realizing just how far away we are from really actually doing what we should have done.
Yeah.
Because that's all this is gonna be. It's almost like they forgot to take that left at Albuquerque.
Yeah. Shall we hit the second half then?
I guess so.
Alright, episode 35, and I will become a god. The siblings are worried about Master Logos, considering he is,
evil and, trying to kill everyone, and has, I'm pretty sure, said it in front of them at this point.
Yes, and also the way he is holding Luna, this small child, remind you, Luna is like 6. He is holding this child uncomfortably, so.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is sending alarm bells, and I'm like, dude, maybe don't. Like, that's enough for me to go, nah, fuck this, I'm out. That's the line. Fucking Durando can time stop his way, grab that child, and fucking be out the door before he fucking realizes what's happening. Then he can be fucking useful for once.
And only once.
Yep. Telma is asleep and dreaming about trying to find Luna, and then like the Phantom of Kento shows up and is like, the doomsday will happen soon, blah. And then he wakes up and is like, where's everybody else? Oh, they went to the park where y'all hang out a whole bunch to like stop this from happening. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go there now. So everyone's there because everyone is decided to follow Renter there, even though no one else on the team can transform. So Rincho decides to fight Durandal and has him beat until Rick is like, hey, by the way, I've got all your friends hostage. To give up your shit. Once more, Reika proving that she's more competent than her brother. Fucker would have lost that fight if she didn't take hostages.
But you know, that's kind of a little underhanded, seeing as how both of them together probably could have beat him.
True.
So why not just, actually be useful?
True.
Just saying.
Look, every time we have to deal with the two of them together, Reika gets downgraded from being a good character.
Yeah.
Because she's around her brother. When she gets to be on her own, she gets to be a good character again. Anywho, also while they're at the park, there's this big tower thing that all the swords are stuck into that I think makes the swords bigger than they're supposed to be. I don't know if it's just a perspective. I don't know if it's just a perspective or this weird CG model thing, but it seems like it makes the swords like humongous. But anyway, at this point, Kento shows up to fight, and Bach also shows up, and Bach knocks the siblings out, and their shit gets taken, so now they're out on the sidelines for like the rest of this episode. So Kento and Bach are fighting, and then Ren shows up to fight, and then Kento takes a shot for Ren from Bach, and his stuff gets stolen, and then Bach beats up Ren, and his stuff gets stolen. So now it's just Toma versus Bach, because nobody else is useful in the show. But they fight, and then Master Locos is like, I'm going to help you, and then gives Toma Emotional Dragon. Because. Also, I love how Bach doesn't recognize the thing that blew him up in the movie.
Also, love the fact that Toma just looks at it, doesn't question it, and slams it in the driver.
That's because at least he remembers what it is.
He remembers what the one he had is. He does not know what this one is.
True.
For all he knows, this could have been another Berserk form.
It's fine. He handled the last one.
Yeah, after he completely tried to kill everyone.
True.
Repeatedly.
Yep.
Mostly because he was too stupid to quit using a driver, but
But yeah, so Toma kills Bach, so he's dead, and then his stuff gets stolen. And then Master Logos sideswipes Toma, and his stuff gets stolen. And now, okay, I kept noticing this in the subs, and I don't know if this is a sub error or if it's a script error or what the fuck this is. But what the fuck is Master Logos trying to summon?
yes.
Because sometimes it's referred to as the Book of Omniscience. Other times it is the Table of Revelations.
He is trying to get the table of contents so he can figure out what to do out of said book.
Apparently, because I'm like, what fucking thing are you trying to summon? Because you've all said two different things.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know which one it is anymore.
He's either going for a big book of everything or a big list of everything in the big book of everything.
Also, I'm pretty sure neither one of these are the names for the big book of everything that was at the start of the show to start with.
Probably not, but
So
one,
that makes it
don't
three
care,
things.
and two, I'm not going back to look.
Fair. I am at the point where I'm like, I don't know what he's trying to summon. I'm guessing it's some important book thing. I just don't know what the name of it is because no one's consistent and I don't care. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not insane. That I didn't miss something. Anywho, he tries to do this, and like Luna gets pulled up into the big circle thing in the sky, and then Sophia's like, I'm gonna go replace her and stop this, and then gets just yanked down by Master Logos and tossed aside. Like, no, you continue to not be useful in this series. Fuck off. No one told you you could be useful.
No one told you to come out of the closet. Go back.
So then Luna makes a ramp. And Telma's like, all right, fuck it, and runs up the ramp.
Well,
and no one else decides to follow him.
He runs up the escalator.
Yep. Also, this is the moment that everyone loves ironically about this show, because it's the gif I see all the time.
I think you even had it for a little bit.
Probably. Actually, let me go look in my GIF folder and see if I have this.
I feel like you did at one point. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Not anymore. I might have had it at one point, but I might have deleted it. But yeah, it's this moment. I also love how no one follows him to back him up and like help him. Well, I mean, this is his moment.
True. But he manages to pull Luna down. And then he's like, fuck this ritual. Pulls his sword, which thankfully I guess is near him in this whole ritual thing, because they all go up into like a tree and Yggdrasil formation in terms of the swords. And luckily his sword was just nearby, so he gets to pull it out and then smash the thing. And then, oh look, it's done. The world's not destroyed. But Master Logos gets a fancy book and a repainted Arthur sword, because gotta use that prop somehow. So Master Logos now can become a writer, but he fucks off with his shit. And then Luna fucks off because, sorry, my time here is limited. Bye. So she's gone. And that's the episode. Which takes us to our final episode, episode 36, To Be Open, the Omniscient Power. This is when we find out from Yuri that Toma is the chosen one because he's friends with Luna. Question.
Answer.
What the fuck does that make Kento? Because isn't he friends with both of them?
Yeah, but he's not the chosen one.
Why?
Because his writer form's not in the name of the show.
Fair. Alright, cool. Toba's literally a chosen one. Fantastic. Thanks for telling us, like, 36 episodes in. It's not like the rest of the show told us that. Considering Toba's the only one that's gotten to do anything important, hasn't he? in terms of all our important plot stuff.
I think so.
Okay. Anyway, Sophia tells the others that she's, a copy of Luna, and everyone's like, all right, that's cool. And that's the end of the conversation. At this point, Master Locos shows up somewhere, and the gang just tries to fight him. And this is when we get Kamen Rider Solomon, whose helmet is a repaint of Jallow Draken, and the rest of the suit is a repaint of Kashin. And he's wielding Arthur's sword, but it's in black and gold. How do you feel about Solomon?
Meh.
Accurate. I'm like, this is sure a final. This sure is a bad guy rider suit that I don't care about. That you didn't even bother to put budget into. Like, it is clear there you didn't care about the budget for him, because this is just the Kashin suit and the helmet. You didn't even want to give him a new helmet. You did not care about this guy. Anyway, he beats them all up and he's like, I'm going to destroy the world now. And then puts big books in the sky over across the world at various locations that he will pop out of later and introduce himself. And he's like, I'm going to destroy the world. Bye. At this point, they all figure out, we need a new sword because he has the power of all the old swords. So we need a new one to beat him with. So we need to recruit everybody. So I think Buster and Slash go to get Rin. Yuri goes to get Kento. And then eventually Toma and Retro go and save the siblings from fighting Master Locos because they're like, you know what? Fuck him. He sucks. We're going to fight him. And then they lose. But Yuri eventually saves them because he talks to Kento and is like, yeah, I know Toma's probably going to have to sacrifice himself to save the world, but I think he can, not do that and still save the world. And because I have faith in him, maybe you should too. Now I got to go save his ass because he fucked up. Bye. I think we end with Sophia going to talk to him. Also, Rin is dodging everybody because he just wants to hang out with his ass and eat noodles, which fair. I get half of that. At this point in the show. But that's the episode. How do you feel about our second half?
Meh.
Accurate. I'm looking at this and I'm like, how is there still an episode between us and the final form? How is there an episode and a half at least, between us and the final form? Why? Because by the way, the final form is the second episode of the batch in 2 weeks. I'm just confused by that because it feels like we should be going somewhere, but instead we have another episode of we still gotta get everybody on board, I guess, because not everyone feels like trying to save the world, I guess. But any other thoughts?
No.
All right, then. In 2 weeks, we'll pick this up and see where this goes. Hey.
Probably absolutely nowhere.
Probably. But between now and then, tomorrow, it's Celeste, a system mode race between the two of us.
Yep.
I am slightly afraid because I'm like, I'm going to mess this up so bad even with all the assist mode stuff.
Probably not.
Next Thursday, I'll be continuing Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Next Friday... crap. Why am I blanking on it? Sonic Adventure. And then next Saturday will be TGS, but you'll be streaming between now and then on your channel.
Yep. it'll be more Archipelago stuff and Fortnite, pretty much.
Mm.
But yeah. Basically, Monday's stream, what I'm gonna try to do the rest of the link to the past one, and then I'll kind of wing it from there.
But that's the week ahead for the both of us, folks. So if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow. Really appreciate chipping away. I feel like go at TGS Network on my on social, and at TGS on Twitter. The information on when we go live. Thanks so much for Discord and chat. Because this is like drop by, say hi, and we'll see you tomorrow, folks.